So Goldilocks and Red Riding Hood have the same situation. Sometimes children are in the woods, in the church, and they're warned about things, and they're small. When you think about the story of Little Red Riding Hood, why did she go and listen to the wolf? Because the wolf appealed to the goodness in Little Red Riding Hood, who loved her grandma. And so she went and picked flowers. And that gave the wolf time to go and get grandma, right? So we've all been warned about wolves in sheep's clothing in the church. And our mothers have warned us about, stranger danger. But you know what? There's bigger danger. There's family danger. There's priest danger. There's teacher danger. There's coach danger. And our children need to be taught about those wolves. But you know, our experience has unfortunately taught that sometimes the wolf is in the office of the clergy member. And sometimes he's wearing the robes of the holy priesthood. I know you now. And you have to stop this now!
On my video the other day about weaponized incompetence, I had a number of people ask me about weaponized misery that I had mentioned. This is a term I made up last year when I had a man come through my page with a story that hit a little too close to home. See, one of the ways that my ex had manipulated me into having sex when I didn't want to was to tell me how frustrated and depressed he was whenever we didn't do it. Over time, I came to really believe that I was doing some severe damage to my husband and that he might actually become suicidal if I didn't do it often enough. So this man appeared on my page one day with the same story, and I made a video response to him, which you can see here. After I made that video, he did what a lot of men do. He came back to harass me. He left hundreds of comments, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of comments where he had copied a message and then pasted it in reply to everyone on that video and the video before it. When I blocked him, he made a new account and came back and did it again. And then he did it again and again and again with 5 new accounts. It took me a couple of hours to get rid of him. So I made the hashtag weaponized misery in his honor. And every time I made a video about emotional blackmail, because that's what this really is, I made a hashtag weaponized misery. It's sort of my slang way of saying emotional blackmail. This is when a man uses his emotions to get a woman to do what he wants. And I believe this is one of the worst abuses towards women because women hold such deep caretaker beliefs. We're conditioned from a young age to look after others and to think about other people's feelings. We are constantly admonished for sass and told to be polite and kind at all times. It's deeply ingrained in the core of who we are so that when we believe that we've hurt someone, it's extremely painful. And the more we love someone and the more deeply we care for them, the more painful it is. These men know this, and they will use it to their advantage. They've probably been doing it their whole lives. And it leaves us feeling drained, exhausted, and like any feelings of our own, are selfish. I told myself that I was being selfish, keeping myself from him, withholding myself from him. The fact that I didn't want to sleep with my husband was irrelevant. It was selfish, and I needed to just do it. We need to stop kidding around about weaponized misery and weaponized incompetence, and stop acting like this is normal. When a woman complains that her husband is treating her badly, don't tell her, "Oh, my husband does that too. I think we have the same husband." Stop. Both of you, get help right now.